This is a good one for you, Manners, because I'm not sure I know the answer for this. James asks, there seems to be many more former top-level players who are match referees rather than umpires. What skills does the match referee require, and are they less specialised than umpires?
I've, I'm sure you know the answer to this. You need to be a good golfer to be a match referee. That you know, umpiring is hard work, and there have been a few who've been fast tracked through the system. Former players like Paul Rifle, but otherwise, you need to do years and years and years on the county circuit or the state circuit or the provincial circuit, and it's hard graft. I mean, to come through the ICC program and to actually make it to the elite panel. Remember, there's only 12, and you know it's lonely. It's miserable, and there's only two of you on the first class circuit, maybe three, and you may not get on with them. So you're having room service, for months on end by yourself. It's really hard, um, and I'm not suggesting that match referees. I know I was being a bit facetious about golf, but my goodness, they do all seem to travel with a golf bag around the world, and they do have duties to do, many of which are mundane and unexciting. You know, like logging over rates and how many minutes for in treatment for an injury to a batter. So that's all sort of pretty unexciting. But put it this way: if you're a former player and you want to stay involved in the game, I think you can probably learn all you need to learn to be a match referee and to be fast tracked into that position in about 3 weeks in Dubai. Now, you obviously have to get a little bit of first class experience as well. Most first class games these days in the premier test playing nations have match referees. We tend to think of match referees issuing sanctions and making rulings on incidents of misconduct, but they're few and far between. There are less and less of those now. So pretty much the match referee has, I would say, an easier ride than umpires.
Yeah, I think the best way of putting it is just that it's an easier job, and essentially they just give them to former players with a little bit of training. Whereas becoming an umpire, even if you're someone like Paul Rifle who's pushed through the system, still actually takes a long time, doesn't it? So
Yeah, yeah.
it's if you're looking for a good life, the match referee is much better. Although both of them, there's a lot of travel involved. You really have to be the sort of person who likes living in a suitcase. I think if you're going to